Hello YouTube, welcome out to another Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering draft. We only have a few weeks of this left, which is really upsetting. So I'm going to do my best to get as many drafts in as I can before it's gone because of how much I'm enjoying the set. Over the weekend was the Magic the Gathering Arena Direct, where you can play Sealed to try to win some boxes of Final Fantasy. And I did just that, and I won 3 boxes of Final Fantasy. The little text box up here is broken, but, you know, I got 3 boxes coming. So whenever those show up, along with my collector booster box, I'll probably open the regular boxes on stream at some point, eventually. Whenever they arrive, we'll get there. But for now, we're going to get back into streaming some more Magic the Gathering. Also, YouTube, if you hear a little bit of background noise while I'm talking, it's because it's insanely hot today. So I have my AC unit in the window on full blast. So I apologize if you hear a little bit of rumbling, but I don't want to melt. Alright, let's see what we got. Cool opening rare. Ooh, Cypher. Ooh, actually this is a really tough call. So there is Cypher Elmacy, 3 in a red for a 3/4. Whenever a creature attacks alone, it gets double strike. It can be Cypher, or it can be someone else. But Cypher also has, whenever Cypher deals combat damage to a player, you can then cast an instant or sorcery from your graveyard that's mana value 3 or less for free. However, right next to him is the Strahl. 2 for 3/3 flying airship, and it says whenever this vehicle attacks or blocks, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. That's super good. And I think Cypher is also pretty strong, but I'm actually going to go with the Strahl because it's a colorless card. Are you getting some stuttering? I'll try to fix it, chat. Sorry. But yeah, that's actually a pretty close call. I also like Thunder Magic as the best cards, but I'm going to go with the colorless card here. Going to pick 2. Magitech Armor is excellent. There's also Ice Magic, which, you know, I'm a slut for playing blue. I think Magitech Armor might actually be a little bit of a better card for it, especially since I already have Smuggler's Copter. And if there's like a white artifacts option that I can do that leans closer into it. Otherwise, like there's Gooba Gardener if I want to ramp or call the Mountain Chocobo. I'm probably going with the Magitech Armor though. Like, I think people really undervalue how good this card is. And it might be a slightly more underdrafted compared to most. Okay, going to pick 3. So there's no blue card here. So we know people to our right are definitely taking the blue. There's a Garnet, Princess of Alexandria, who I've not yet gotten to play, which is tempting. There's also Fate of the Suncrest if I just want a white removal spell. Grand Pulse Ulchu, Geisel Greens, whatever. Can I grab a Garnet and try to go green-white summons? That's a little tough to do. I'm gonna play it safe and just take Fate of the Suncrest. Like Smuggler's Copter, Magitech Armor, I'm leaning more towards artifacts than I am summons. So these cards would just be less good with Garnet. If I see Garnet and then like a Fenrir, I'll cry. But just picking up my first white removal spell feels alright. Going to pick 4, there's also Renoa. There's also Golbez, Tidus, which I'm less excited about. Radia's Return has also been kind of impressive to me. I'm probably going to pick the first Slash of Light. The reason I want this over Fate of the Suncrest is because if we do end up in a white artifacts deck, this ends up just being a Doomblade. Just 2 mana instant, kill something because you're dealing it like 6 to 10 damage. That's very efficient. So I'm going to grab Slash of Light. Pick 5. Significantly less exciting things. There is an Omega. That's going to be hard to do. From Father to Son is a unplayable rare. There is a Malboro. Ooh, excuse me. Which is probably the best card here. Like the 2 green cards are not awesome. There is the Relentless X-ATM if I just want a colorless generic artifact creature. Which maybe that is the place if I'm want to lean towards that. But I could see this wheeling. I'm going to pick up the first Malboro. Because if we have to end up going towards black, Malboro is quite good for that. Yeah, so now going to pick 6, there is 0 white cards in here. There is a Namazu Trader, who actually has been playing out pretty well. It is a 3/4, gets us a treasure, which is another artifact. Not that we have a lot of artifact payoffs at the moment. Like, we need equipment cards for Slash of Light. We also need 2 drops for a Smuggler Copter. But we're just kind of going where the packs are leading us. All right, we got Hectize and Dire-Rat. Both are great. For a deck like this, Dire-Rat is just better than Hectize. I actually do kind of like the Phoenix Down as well. Because if you get this with Delivery Moogle, it works great, but I want to start picking up some 2-drops. A tier in Prewin is basically unplayable. Unless you get, like, Weapons Vendor and you can equip it for 1. That's cute, but probably not what we want to do here. That's a late Black Mage's Rod, though. That is our first equipment. Going to pick 9. Alright, so I don't see... There's still a Town Greeter, which surprised me, and a Reach the Horizon. White Mage's Staff is not here. There's Adventurer's Airship, which is okay. Guess we'll try the Town Greeter, because it's just the best green card here. In case we need to pivot out. Shinra Reinforcement and a Bomb. Okay, so now we got all 3 of our colors. Hectize or Weapons Vendor. Guess I want the Weapons Vendor more than the Hectize. I'm basically trying to build like white equipment, white artifacts. Grab Golbez for gems. And then just kind of adding black cards in there to make it stronger. I'll just take the adventures in because I don't want the scout. And an Iron Giant. Okay, well. Oof. Traveling Chocobo is an amazing mythic. There's also an Ash, which allows us to find an artifact. Man, that's tough. Traveling Chocobo is certainly just the better one. I don't feel like I was seeing such good green cards that I'm willing to pivot into that. I think the Ash is just the safest pick here. Because then on the wheel rounds, we could get Paladin's Arms. We could get cornered by Black Mages, but I doubt it. Or even Lunatic Pandora or Blitzball could be good. But yeah, this... losing on the Traveling Chocobo feels bad. It's like, are there any cards here that I don't? Put my maybe cards over here. Oops. Love Tella. Orange Inspiration could be okay. So can Final Days. But for a deck like ours, we actually want our first White Mage's Staff. The more equipment we get, the better Slash of Light gets. And then again, we got a lot of wheel options are actually really good. For something like this, Orange Inspiration could actually work. So we get a White Mage's Staff. Cloudbound Moogle is not very good. There is a Baron Rivalry. Sacrifice an artifact or creature to draw 2 cards and make a treasure token. What are my other options, really? Evil Reawakened or another Namazu Trader? Like, that's not really what the deck wants to do. I guess we'll pick this up for potential treasure generation, for having to sack something to get some cards. Alright, pick 4. There's a Sid. Which I don't think we really want to splash blue for. It might just be our first Chocomog. Just because I feel like the Hectize have been just kind of going around. Yeah, we're trying to lean more of an aggressive white with some black support. Alright, we'll do Chocomog. So we don't really want Iron Giant because we're trying to be more aggressive than that. Going to pick 5. There's another Dire Rat. Sure, that's fine. Magic Pod and World Map are not really things I want to play. It actually looks like I ended up in a pretty weird seat because I'm not seeing a lot of white come this way either. Ooh, Demon Wall. Artifact Creature Wall. Look at these good blue cards. Sahagin, Scorpion Sentinel, even a Shiva if you wanted to. Let's go to Demon Wall. Just more things for Ash to potentially find on attack. We're at 5 artifacts. That's a bit low. I want like 10 artifacts to make Ash really good. So any more equipment we can find, whether it's white mages, black mages, or paladins. Yeah, I think just cheaper stuff like that. Yeah, I guess a Resentful Revelation just as a means to get a little bit of extra card draw. We're leaning pretty heavily on stuff like Smuggler's Copper to win us the game. Is there anything in here I don't really love? Oh man, yeah, this is pretty bad. Anything here I can like speculate on taking? Not really. Like I don't think Shinra Reinforcements really fits this deck. Yeah, okay. For whatever reason, green, white ended up being, or white in particular ended up being really overdrafted at this table. Maybe people just saw the Garnet in the Renoa and someone else there was just trying to force it. Final Days Wield, which doesn't, I mean, I guess we'll play it because it lets us go wide. Did we not get an Orin? Yeah, I did not see Orin's Inspiration come back around, which would have been nice. Alright, yeah, okay. Well, hopefully pack 3 gives us some power. Seymour Guado, Edgar, and Gilgamesh. Just a casual triple rare pack. What else do we have here? Aerith Rescue Mission. There's another Renoa, and a Reno and Rude. It might just be a Reno and Rude. Just give us another 2-drop, something kind of aggressive. We can sacrifice our clunkier artifacts and stuff to get some card advantage. Just to play stuff off the opponent. Otherwise, what else am I taking out of this? I mean, I could rare draft to grab some gems, but that doesn't seem very good. Pick 2. Wow. All right. Yeah, man. Guess I should have gone green-white. Just try to do some green-white legends. There's another Demon Wall, which I do like. Cornered by Black Mages, Paladin's Arms. Thing is, the Demon Walls only get good if I have means of putting +1/+1 counters on it. It's either that, just take a removal spell. I think I need the Paladin's Arms the most. If any one of those wheeling would be great. But there's another Ash. Galacat, okay. There's another Demon Wall. So if we get our first Galacat, now our artifact plan's at least a little bit more put together because that is a flying threat. Kane, Traitorous Dragoon. He's not good. But he does give us artifacts. And he blocks well. Whatever. We'll try Kane. Another weapons vendor, and they're Namazu trader. I guess they're Namazu trader. Yeah. There's a late Magitech infantry. If we got multiple of those, that would make this way better. We'll take the Black Mage's Rod, though. Oh, Vane's Treachery. Perfect. Some interaction. Something to kill something. Going to pick 8. That's a late Evil Reawaken and a late X-Death. Don't want to play Kucher for air. Alright, pick 9. Yeah, there's basically nothing here. I'll take Seymour. I think you're a rare, right? You're worth gems? Alright, if we can see, like, more demon walls. Kind of wish I got, like, a delivery Moogle and a Phoenix down. Demon wall was taken, but we will take cornered by Black Mages. So, Black ended up being more open than White. So, I was supposed to pivot out of White at some point. But I didn't really see the spot where that was supposed to happen. I thought I was cutting off White and forcing everyone else to change. But I guess everyone else was too stubborn about it. Vincent's Limit Break. Is this good with anything what I have? Not especially. Guess I'll take the instant ramen. Okay. This is not a great looking deck. Or a great looking pile to start off with. I think I basically need almost every single creature in here, except for, like, Shinra reinforcements, because it doesn't really do anything. I've got only 2 legendary creatures, so Blitzball does not look particularly good. Still gotta make 3 cuts? Wow. So I'm currently sitting at 12 creatures. Maybe it's just final days. Like, I don't know if I'm creature heavy enough to make final days work. Vincent's Limit Break doesn't help. We'll cut final days. Let's see. Like, I need Vane's Treachery. Oops. That puts us at 4 pieces of interaction. It's either Resentful Revelation or the Baron Rivalry, and I think the Baron Rivalry actually just works better since it's instant speed. Alright, so I guess we will get him. I can't believe both Demon Walls didn't make it to me. Alright, we'll go with this and try to go for the beatdowns. I don't love it. I'll let chat make their predictions. Basically, our plan is have the Strawl, Galacat, and Kane just hit him in the air. Doesn't feel great. I don't want to say. I'll let people vote first. Opponent goes first. Seems fine enough. This deck feels like a, if I'm lucky, 3 wins. They play a red mage? Okay. Could be a good sign. Don't find red mage particularly strong. Like, they'll play some spell here and then get in for 3. But I kind of want to keep my creature around for Slash of Light. Oh, no spell. They just go Sahagin. Okay. I could attack with the white mage. And if I do, they block Sahagin, I could then Slash of Light it. They double block, Slash Light Sahagin, and then trade out for both. Yeah, I think we'll get the life here. Or then go no block, so I get 2 free damage. Chibi and Cable, Dan, thanks for the resubs. They say no attacks. So they're probably leaving up like a Thundaga or something. Which I don't want to attack into. So I'll hang back, just play Namazu Trader. So even if they nuke this, I still get the treasure token out of it. Syncopate? Sure. Yeah, no blocks. Don't really see a need to. Like, if they're going to cast their spell. I'm not going to walk into a blowout. Ooh, there's a Cane. Yeah, I don't get the treasure token because the Namazu Trader never hit the battlefield. They countered the spell before it even landed. Okay, let's go Cane. If this resolves, then I have a Slash of Light for Sahagin. And if they don't spend their mana here, that's great. Yeah, they're gonna go Light of Judgment. In response, we nuke the Sahagin. Second Sahagin. They're just gonna move the red mage's rapier over? I guess I could always move the white mage staff over to the Undercity Dire Rat to make that a 3/3 to make it a better attacker. I don't think I need to nuke the Sahagin quite yet. I am up by 10, so they're defensive at the moment. Shantoto, however, I do want to nuke. So this gets around a Syncopate. Oh, they're using Ice Magic to return it. Okay. Well, that gets rid of their ice magic that they can pay for 4. Let's draw some cards. So we'll get a couple of treasures off of this. Cornered by black mages does not look particularly strong. This just kind of gets rid of their 1/1 token. Yeah, don't really have a choice. This isn't going to get better as long as that token is there, and I don't have much else to deal with that token. So setting up to at least clear the board a little bit. Yep, they go Shantoto. So now without any 4-cost spells, their Shantoto is just kind of a dead card. I mean, it's a wall. Unfortunately, I am flooding out a bit. Basically just swinging into... Oh, even bluff through some damage. Huge. Alright, opponent's at 6. Cat would be huge. They have 1 card left in their hand. Put on full control to bluff. That's great. Alright, I'll play out the last land, because if they try to go for a counter, I'll have this plus a bunch of treasures. If I can hit them with this, discard their last card, bring them down to 4. Just self-destruct. Just take out the token. Yeah, they don't have much else to use. Okay. Well, I got the last card out of their hand. I hit a haste magic? Opponent's at 4. They're in top deck mode. So am I, but I got a Malboro. Ooh, Reno and Rude's actually pretty good here. So they have to block. Probably Sahagin because they need Shantoto to draw cards. So Reno and Rude, put the white staff on Reno and Rude because it has Menace. And if it hits them, I can play cards off the top of their library. Alright, opponent's down to nothing. An extra Black Mage's Rod. Now that is interesting. So I can go... Get a second Black Mage down. Bring us over into Reno and Rude. So they have to double block Reno and Rude. But they also have to block the Malboro. So something's getting in. Okay. Yeah. Alright, there's a game. At least got a win. That's for all the ones in chat. We go first. We have a Dire Rat, Demon Wall, and a Cat. That looks great. Yeah. I guess I'll be happy that at this point, I'm not gonna go 0-3. So I'm gonna go the Rat first, because if they play a relevant 2-drop, I can use Cornered by Black Mages to take it out. Like a Scorpion Sentinel. Which again, there's not many worlds where this is going to get better, so I might as well just hit it now so I can get in for 2. Ignis Scientia. Okay, opponent's ramping. Doing the blue-green thing. Oh, they hit a Balam Garden off of it. That's really good. We'll attack with the Dire-Rat. I'm actually just going to get the Galacat down now, because it looks unassuming because I have no artifacts. But next turn I can Demon Wall, White Mage Staff, Galacat's online, and start getting in for some damage. Also a weapons vendor, but nope, we got our plan. Black Mage also pings him for 1 because I'm bringing in the White Mage. Town Greeter. They miss? Oof. Lionheart to take out a White Mage, I guess. These don't have good attacks. Ooh, Magitech Armor. Game for another 3. Might just Weapons Vendor, try to find a land drop. Yeah. I want to make sure I can start double spelling. Did not find a land, but we did find Vane's Treachery. So if they equip Lionheart to, like, Gigantoad, I'm just going to chump with the Dire-Rat because I don't care. Or they can also go Diamond Weapon. That's unfortunate. So I need Fate of the Suncrist to get through that. Alright, I'll just keep filling the board. Right now I do have a surprising amount of ways of just pinging into the opponent with my Black Mage. Summon Fenrir. Yeah. This will get their Gigantoad into being a 6/6. Second Gigantoad. Okay. So opponent's hand's empty, and it's kind of got some like big dorky stuff. I'm gonna take the 6. I still got plenty of life to spare. Let's get the land down. Let's try to find Fate of the Suncrist. Bring the opponent to 7. Didn't find Paladin's Arms. Does ping the opponent again. If they get too overzealous with their attacks, I might be able to do like a lethal crackback. With Chocomog. We need them to kind of whiff on their draw. Which they did. Oh, they can activate Balam Garden. It will be tapped. Yep, I'll take another 6. Opponent wisely being very defensive. That is also not Fate of the Suncrist. I actually think if I had Slash of Light, I would also kill the Diamond Weapon. Might just be activating the Demon Wall. Let's do that. I could move the Paladin's Arms over to the Gallicat. Actually does seem pretty good. Just in case, because again, if I happen to find a means of... I can find my answer to Diamond Weapon. To a Colosseum Behemoth? Alright, well, it's getting pretty big. Destroy the Paladin's Arms. Sadly, I can't Vane's Treachery yet because the Balam Garden is not activated. It's alright. Can Vane's Treachery bring him down to 5? So before combat, I'm just gonna sack a treasure. Attack with Vane's Treachery and attack with Gallicat and they block. That still wouldn't kill a Diamond Weapon because it would technically be the damage that's killing him and he doesn't take combat damage. Another Plains? It's not indestructible. It just doesn't take combat damage. So if I get a card that says Destroy Diamond Weapon, that's exactly what we want. I think we just go Chocomog. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers. 5 with Magitech armor. Yeah, that wouldn't go well. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Slash of Light or do I want to trade here? I'm looking at least losing 2 creatures if I do that. I think I just gotta take it. And plus, oh, they can always be using Ignis to get food. Oh, they had a combat trick. Okay. Alright, yeah. We basically just had to get lucky draws into our... basically 2 removal spells for a Diamond Weapon, and we didn't quite find it. It was close, though. Thankfully, the opponent wasn't using Ignis to start making a bunch of food and start gaining a bunch of life that way. Because maybe they just forgot, but if they were to start doing that, then there was no shot of winning. It's alright. Ooh, 2 Black Mages and a Gallicat? And a Demon Wall? Sage's Nuliths. Alright. Usually a pretty good sign if they're not playing anything too great. I'm gonna get the Demon Wall down. Prevent some potential attacks. Boo Boo Gardener. Yep, go Galacat just to be mana efficient. Next turn, we're probably going to pop down both Black Mages. Get in for 3 with Galacat. Saz? Uh-oh. Alright, that is bad. They still have a stop with Gubu Gardener? They just punched their Saz into the Demon Wall to kill the Demon Wall? What? Were they just like, you know what, Saz sucks? Alright, never mind. We're back in it. Did I miss something? Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum, sure. Yeah, maybe they just thought it was like a bite spell and not a fight spell. How much do I need this treasure? Well, how much do I need Undercity Dairat down? Not really. Saz walks his own path. Oh, Genova's good. Not if they don't attack. Alright, I'm gonna bluff. Oh, I can sacrifice another creature. I can sacrifice Galacat. Perfect. Princess Ash on top and a land. Put the land away, keep the Ash. Good, got him for damage. Now we'll go Malboro. Make him discard a card and hopefully get them scared. They dropped a side quest, Hunt the Mark? I guess they don't have 2 black. Precious Wanderings, that's gotta feel bad. Put it on Genova, smart, because now they can give 2 +1/+1 counters. Sadly, no blocks. Go Weapons Vendor, draw a card. So I could use Weapons Vendor to equip a Black Mage's Rod over onto the Malboro. I think just getting a Dairat down to chump with seems better. I need to start finding... Oh, they found a second side quest, Hunt the Mark. That's fine. Wandering Minstrel? I don't want them to draw 5 cards, so I'm just going to chump. Reno and Rude. Well, any of my interaction would be nice. Is it worth putting in like Ash or Reno and Rude? We still need 2 more towns for Wandering Minstrel to do anything. I gotta be careful with my blocks because right now, like they're building up Yasmat. Wait, do they have enough to activate Wandering Minstrel? Cost 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They do. So you give all the creatures +3/+3. God, I wish I could do that in such a way that they draw, like, all the cards and they deck out. Well, them using their treasure this way at least slows down Yasmat flipping. Can I interest you in a land? So if I attack with Ash, what can I find off of it? The Strawl? All 3 of my removal spells. That sucks. Now those are on the bottom. Oh, that is a huge block because they don't draw the cards on my turn. Oh, thank you, opponent. Oops, didn't mean to equip them there. All right, that was a big block for us. Okay. They just go Keycard Merchant. They cannot activate the Wandering Minstrel. Chocomog. Guess it gives me a body for a couple turns. Can get in with the Namazu Trader. They're at 11. And just combat damage to a player. I draw that many cards, make that many tapped treasures. Like, what else am I hoping to hit? We know all my kill spells went to the bottom. I guess. They can't swing out. Oh, so I should go fuck myself. Okay, now you can swing out. Oh no, they still can't. They used up all their mana for Odin. So now if they put the counters on Odin, when Odin dies, they'll draw a bunch of cards. Well, Kane has to survive for lethal. Which currently is not looking likely. So I need to... I need to have Chocomog survive. And have Kane survive. Yeah, all they have to do is attack. They just attack with everything, activate the Wandering Minstrel, and it's over. Yeah, they got it. Well, unfortunate Ash. No, I didn't have fun. I don't think their deck looked particularly good. I think it was too much of a color pile. It worked out in such a way that I wasn't able to punish them. But it did not look particularly good to me. You could say an ash hole, yes. Speaking of, we got Renown Root into Kane into Ash. Unfortunately, the way this works, you cannot hit them with Kane and then Baron Rivalry him on the stack because then they don't get it. Make me discard a card. Get rid of the rat. And this does hit a card off the top of their library. Yeah, take that. Hit your circle, or you hit your Ninja's Blades. Into a magic pot. I'm just gonna go Kane. No attacks. Did not get my land, which I really need because I have 2 Namazu traders. So another Hectize. Wow. 3 Hectize. I mean, they're not exactly killing me either. Now I wish I had poisoned the waters. Wish I had equipment to buff Kane here. Would I be willing to trade Namazu Trader for 2 of their Hectize? I'll say yes. And because I want to be able to surveil. Slash of Light on top's pretty good. It's going to get weaker with these attacks. So now I can slash Kane. So if they don't have it, just gives me a 3-2 though. No, that's fine. Sure, dude. Into a Maliboro. Yep, land, trigger on the stack, slash Malboro. Oh, they just hit 3 cards. The Strawl, Chocomog, and a Black Mage. Alright, we actually hit off the Ash and got Magic Duck Armor, which is good. Gonna go for the double block. Guess I'll hit the Magic Pot? I have not gotten to play Joshua in Draft. It looks good, like you get to refresh your hand and everything. Go Relexus Relentless X ATM. I'm gonna. They did exile the straw, so I don't need a land in hand, but I want to be able to bluff. This is 4 to equip. Esper Origins? Okay, now it's trouble. So if they bring out Maduin and they give everything +2/+2, that could be bad for me. Yeah, pop that off right away. Just gained 4 life. Not looking good. Plus an Albed Salvagers. This is obnoxious. I have to block with 3 creatures. This at least leaves something alive. Now if they want to bring it back, they gotta spend mana at least. Land sounds about right. Drawing my slash would be huge. For my... It's okay. At least get the card out of their hand. Which is a Gaius Van Baelsar. Oh, they also gain Trample. 9, 13, 17, 25, minus 21, 20, 18, nope. Well, I have the Magic Armor, so really it's 3, 7, 11. I think it's Xaxes. Oh, plus Albed Salvagers? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, 1 and 3. Not a great draft. I blame the rest of the draft table for trying to force green-white when they really shouldn't have. They weren't seeing signals for it because I was cutting off those signals. And yet they saw Renoa and Garner just said, I'm doing this no matter what, which is a very... There's no way they ended up with a good draft deck because of that. This was a deck that lacked power. Our pack 1 pick 1 with the straw was the right choice. To starting off with a colorless card is really, really strong. Because being able to do that and put that into any deck is exactly what you want. It's also one of the most winning cards you could possibly get in the set. I was also really surprised at how much black ended up drying up. Like, there were multiple Demon Walls that didn't make it back to us. For some reason. I don't think Kane is a particularly good card. I just had very little else to try to win the game with. And then that one match where Ash was a real Ash hole and put all 3 of our interaction spells at the bottom was a huge bummer. But that is a 1 and 3. A not good 1 and 3. Yeah, this needed more artifacts if I wanted to do Ash and Galacat, and we just didn't really see them. Because the rest of the draft table doesn't know what they're doing. I blame them. And not me. I am flawless. Well, there you go, YouTube. That is another draft video. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.